What's up, Piston fans? In this video, I'm going to explain why I feel the Detroit Pistons are in a sweet spot to explore and explode this upcoming season. Thanks for all the support so far. We're at about 328 subscribers. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified when new videos come out. With that being said, let's kick the intro and get into the discussion.
There was a moment where I was playing defense against Cade and he went to the hole and I got elbowed in the face, like the first possession.
Flagrant elbow.
So that was, a welcome to NBA moment.
So the Detroit Pistons, the way I look at it, are in a sweet spot this upcoming season. What can this season spell for the future of the Pistons and next offseason? A lot of different things. We could see some moves made next offseason to grab some top-tier free agents. I guess they'll be having a lot of cap room available next year to re-sign some players that we have, extend some deals to some players that we have, especially Saddiq Bey, and also to possibly bring in a top-tier free agent or two. So this is important because when you look at the season in front of us right now, it should show up our strengths and it should show up weaknesses in the young core and in the veteran presence that we have on the team right now. So we can look at this season here as a nice exploration or a nice test to see, as far as us getting to contention, making it to the playoffs, what changes do we need to make. On paper, everything looks solid. The core looks solid. The addition of Ivy, the addition of Duren, the veterans we added, the addition of Noel, the addition of Buckets Burks, everything looks solid on paper. Chemistry is going to be important, and also development is going to be important to see how things shape out moving forward into the upcoming season. But this season and moving forward, this season should be able to show us a lot of strengths and weaknesses that the core may have, the young core may have, or the veteran presence. So maybe our young core is doing well, but the veterans that we have aren't giving the support or taking the lead of the team and helping the youngsters the way the Pistons feel that they need to in order to make that next jump. Maybe the veterans we got in place aren't working out. So this season will be a good barometer to measure that and see how things shape out, and how they work out for the Pistons moving forward. So you may take one of the vets or two of the vets and say, hey, these vets aren't working. Going into the following season or the off season, let's go ahead and grab a top tier or two free agent and add them to the team to help the team get over that hump to be contention worthy. Playoff worthy, of course, but the Pistons are looking to get to contention worthy. So that's the thing that has to be looked at during this season and explored. And this season should show up a lot of things, especially as just mentioned with the veterans. So now you're looking at that aspect with the veterans, but maybe the core, maybe the young core needs to be refined. In what way? In this way. But before I get to it, don't forget, please, to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon button also so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. So maybe the young core needs to be refined or to be fixed, switched out, changed. Let's say, for instance, one of the positions or even two of the positions or one of the positions not working out to where we feel that they should remain as a starter. Our young core is full of our starter are full of young cores. You got Cade, no doubt he's going to start. Jaden Ivey's no doubt going to start. Saddiq Bey is going to start. Beef Stew, there's a strong argument for him and Bagley running the 4 and the 5. But you still got Noel. You still got Jalen Duren. But as far as the young core, our starting lineup in the foreseeable future exists of young players. So let's say one of them or two of them don't work out as a starter. Then, hey, next offseason you can go in there and grab a top-tier free agent to pencil in, or even two, to solidify the positions where they're not performing well, while allowing that core to still remain, but maybe that core piece or that core player or two comes off the bench. Maybe right now they're not playing up to par to be a starter in the league going against starters on the opposing team. So maybe you can use that starter, that young core, instead of being a starter, you use him to come off the bench. And as young as they are, they still can develop. They still have time to develop off the bench. They have time to learn. They have time to develop. They have time to train, to work on their game, and see things from a different standpoint. That's like, for instance, Jaden Ivey. It's clear that he's going to be the starter. It's clear he's going to be the starter along with Cade Cunningham. But let's say his development hiccups. Or now you have room to make some moves. Or you can even shift in the personnel that's already in place. You can shift in the personnel that's already in place, or you can go out and grab a top tier free agent to pencil in at the number 2 next season, next off season. And that can help move the team to contention, while also allowing that young player, hypothetically speaking, I mean, that if Ivy couldn't perform at the starter level against starters, then you could allow him to go to the bench and develop. Go to the bench and develop. You see the potential, especially when you watch his tapes, watch him in college, watch him against other level players. But now when he comes to the NBA, it's a different monster. So maybe he needs to make some developmental changes or need a little time to develop. That's fine. This team is so young and so deep that if any player takes a little while longer to develop than expected, he could be allowed that time to do so. Also, while he's still being effective against the opposing team's bench players, he could come off the bench and be effective against them. Killian's playing off the bench. In some cases, when he's asserting himself, he's effective against the other team's big bench players. And he even can come in against the other team's starters in defensive sets. When he locks in, he's a very effective defensive player. So this video was focusing on some scenarios, some circumstances that could develop. I don't like to talk about injuries, but that's something that could happen. Injuries could knock a couple players out. Well, you still got some bench players, since we're such a deep team. Bench players that can come in. You got some veterans that can come in, especially if those 2 veterans come off the bench. You got a rim protector in Noel, straight from the bench, ready to roll. If he's out, you got Jalen Duren coming from the bench. He's a rookie, but he's going to be a good rim protector. We need scoring in the backcourt. Well, you got Alec Burks ready to get in there. Him and Corey Joseph provide some depth and veteran leadership from the 1 and 2. Corey can be effective at times. I just don't like him. He's too friendly to me, but he's okay. He's okay for now. But you got Alec Burks coming in there, and he's buckets. And he's going to clamp down defensively as well. So you got many options going into this season, this upcoming season, and many answers for any circumstance that may present itself in this upcoming season can be answered from personnel within, or any adjustments that need to be made during the offseason next year. Those adjustments can be made. So the Pistons, in my determination, are in a sweet spot. They're in a sweet spot moving forward. They're definitely going to be an exciting team to watch. But as they continue to make changes, improvements, refinements in the personnel and in the players that are there, and the players they may bring aboard with cap space next offseason, then we can see them getting ready to make a nice jump to not just being an exciting team to watch, not just being a team that we're looking to at least make the play in, but a team that we're looking to make a deep run in the playoffs and also to be contention worthy in the next couple seasons. So that's what we wanted to talk about today, how Detroit Pistons are in that sweet spot. And I wanted to share that information with you guys. That's my take on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment. You feel the same way? Which players would you like to see moving forward, refine their game, or either make some adjustments? Or if you got a free agent that you're looking forward to next season, out of the top tier free agents that'll be available next season, which one you got your eye on to possibly bring to the team? Remember how the Pistons were before Rasheed Wallace came? They were doing okay. They were making the Eastern. I think they were making the Eastern Conference Finals, but they couldn't get over that hump. When Rasheed came, he changed the game, changed the culture. That no-fly zone was in full effect, and then Pistons went on a rampage and went on and started making it to the finals and got the championship. So these are some things that I wanted to discuss. Detroit Pistons are in a sweet spot moving forward. This season is going to telltale. It's going to be a telltale sign for some things that need to be changed, some things that need to be solidified, and maybe some players that we need to bring aboard in the next offseason. But once again, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified of upcoming videos. I thank you all for your support. Once again, at 328 subscribers. Appreciate you all. Everybody, stay safe.